Are you gonna ask me that? Are you serious? Come on, man. Of course. Oh yeah, always. Since the second one, when we first opened up, which was the day of the shutdown, which was March. We were open the whole time, it didn't change. But I'm saying, first day of it, people weren't coming in. People weren't coming in leading up to it because it was already in the news. They started talking about the whole coronavirus thing, So people were afraid to come in. People were only ordering takeout. We had a few people, so we had this original group that were brave, and they were willing to come in and eat and have time. I called them the original outlaws. And my friend Doug over there, he was one of them, still Doug. I got a little picture of them Mark sitting around the bar, but over time, they started showing up and more and more and more. Yeah. Oh, we've had wait times. I don't want to scare anybody off, but we had some wait times up to 5 hours.
Wow.
And people are just having such a good time outside. By the time they come in after 5 hours, they're still smiling. And when they're waiting, we do bring them garlic bread, and we try to keep them happy, but people are so happy just to be connecting with patriots everywhere. People are coming people are driving from Utah, Washington, Arizona, Riverside, Palm Springs, Santa Barbara, San Francisco. It's unbelievable.
Thank you. It's more of a comment. You were saying that we need to, all restaurants and businesses need to not let anyone wearing a mask and just go full force. But I say we all need to do that when we're going into the stores.
Yeah.
Put on a mask, turn it around and say, well, when did you start trusting your government? You're bringing this country down, take off the face diaper and things like that. So I wanted to say we all need to start doing that.
That's exactly.
And thank you, Tony.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I've had security remove me from shopping.
I've done it
I've got a
like 4
girlfriend
times, but my heart is racing.
Yeah, he was in LA. Security came towards me and
Her restaurant is the most
said he
popular
had to
place
walk
in all
me
of
out.
Mesa. She's been shut down for months. She gets threatening letters from
We
the
got
ABC.
kicked out
She
of
is
that open
terrified to
air
open. She
mall
thinks they're going to take everything she owns.
Mine will leave.
What do I tell her? I mean, she won't open, and she's dying to, and she's losing everything.
Yeah, I would come to dinner and I'll talk to her, but like I said, you have to, if you make your stand about something bigger than yourself, you're not afraid to lose stuff. I've never been, hey, I could lose everything, and I'm just not afraid to lose everything, because what I'm laying on the line for is way more important than myself. It's way more important than just a business. Listen, a business, if you lose business assets, you can potentially recover the losses. I mean, you can. People open businesses and lose businesses all the time. But you lose your freedoms, say bye. You're not going to see them again. They're gone. Look what's happened just in the last 10 months. Your country's been taken from you for 10 months alone. So she has to be unafraid. And we have to test their will, the other side, the enemies of freedom, test their will. But by her complying, she's not testing anything. They're testing her, and she's folding. Can't happen. Yeah.
So Tony, do you own the property? Because a lot of us lease.
Oh,
We're
that's
just
right.
leasing, the property.
yeah.
So
Fine.
do you own the property? Because there's a restaurant up in Escondido that they own the property, and it's posted, you come in here and I'm suing everything, I'm suing you. But they own that property, so it's a little different. But so you don't own the property?
In addition to everything that's happened to us and the people that are targeting us, when my landlord found out about what I was doing, he tried to find a way to evict me. So I'm dealing with him too. I got Paramount Studios coming after me with the billboard that you just saw, and our t-shirts that do the math if you can only do, and we give the proceeds of that to a veterans charity. But so I have a lot to lose too. I have a lot more than a lot of people have to lose too, because the business that I built, I never meant to be in the restaurant business. My mother had a restaurant for 18 years, and it was popular, line at the door, everything, small mom and pop shop. She's still alive, but when she got seriously ill, the area where she was at, it was on decline a little bit. The building wasn't taken care of by the landlord at all. And as a tribute to her, I come from other industries. I built the restaurant for her, designed and built it for her as a tribute to her. So And you think when you do that, you can just walk away. But when you meet such great customers, your staff and everything, I put everything in place. I could have walked away, but no. And then this thing happened 2 years after I opened the location where we are now. So if I was to lose it, the history of all that is gone too, you know. But I'm willing to. That's it. That's what you have to be, just willing to. We all have to be soldiers in this fight. Simple as that. And if we all band together, they have no chance. No chance. No. Zero.
I have a question. Oh, go ahead. Were they ready? Okay. How can we buy your masks and big banners that you put on billboards?
So we have the t-shirts, you mean?
I mean, not the masks, the t-shirts.
Yeah. You're asking the wrong guy, man. Yeah, a lot of talk about masks, I understand it. Well, you know, you should come by the restaurant and say hi, we'll have them there for you, but you can buy them online too on our website. Yeah, thanks for asking.
What can we tell police officers? I have an email from a police department official. They said that the police are responsible for educating the public. So what should we tell them about how they're not responsible for educating the public? What's in the law that we can respond in such a case?
I don't use any exemptions. I don't use any laws. I don't use any of this stuff. Like people come to me and hand me paper. Hey Tony, you should use this exemption and this pamphlet and this and that. I'm like, get that shit out of my face. I don't need any of it. I'm an American and I'm not doing it. That's the end of it. And you know, when the police have shown up to our restaurant and thought about trying to shut us down, I take them outside. Tell them to take their mask off first, then I'll talk to them. They take it off, and then I give them a good talking to about why I'm doing what I'm doing, and it speaks to them because you know they're Americans too. A lot of these cops are ex-military. They're patriotic guys. A lot of these guys. You just have to talk to them, and if your stand is not about your business, I mean, the first time I remember he said, "I'm glad your business is doing." I stopped him right away. So it's not about any of that, you know. So yeah, does that make sense for you?